solving percent problems. Before we do some word problems involving percent, let's review and see what percent really means. Percent means per 100. For example, 1% means 1 per 100. So 1% is equal to 1 per 100, and that decimal representation is 0.01. Another example, let's do 19%. 19% means 19 per 100, which as a decimal is 0.19. So if we see a number with a percent sign next to it, we can convert a percent easily to a decimal by simply moving the decimal. If we think of a decimal being right here, we can simply move it over 2 places. So 25% is the same thing as 0.25. How about 8%? Well, again, I want to move the decimal here 2 places over. So 8% as a decimal is 0.08. Okay, let's look at a word problem involving percent. Now you may want to stop the tape or the CD right now and copy this problem down. But let's go ahead and read the problem. A survey conducted at the university stated that out of 14,000 students, 15% of them had calculus in high school. We want to know how many students at the university had calculus in high school. Well, there's 14,000 students at the university. 15% of them had calculus in high school. So this is actually a pretty straightforward problem. We need to take our student population at the university and multiply it by 15%. Okay? Now how do we multiply percent? Well, we got to first change the percent to a decimal. So 14,000 times 0.15. And quickly we should determine that that's 2,100. No, I'm just kidding. We'll have to use a calculator, or we can compute it longhand by hand. So 14,000 times the 15% equals 2,100. So about 2,100 students out of the student population had calculus in high school. Let's try another one. Again, you may want to pause and write the problem down, but I'll go ahead and read it. We have a sales representative. The sales representative recently earned a commission of $11,000 on a sale of $550,000. What is her rate of commission? In other words, she made the big sale. What percent of the $550,000 did she receive? So let's define a variable. How about if we let X equal her percent of commission? And let's see if we can come up with a formula or an equation. Well, she gets $11,000 based on her percentage. So how about if we say 550,000 times her X percent is equal to her commission? And we'll try to solve for X. Remember, when we solve a linear equation, this is in fact a linear equation because our variable is 1 here. We simply have to get the X's by themselves. To do that, I'll divide both sides by 550,000. So I'm left with X is equal to, and if I was to divide this out, I would get 0.02 as my decimal. Now, what is the percentage? If my X is 0.02, we want to convert that to a percent. Well, to convert it to a percent, we simply Move the decimal back over 2 places. So we now know that this person gets 2% commission.